Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and the Beautiful twist. Katie's shocking medical crisis. Remy's redemption bombshell. Bold and the Beautiful suggests Remy Price Christian Weissman is looking for redemption and acceptance. And Katie Logan Heather Tom might be the person who can help him out if the medical crisis that BNB is hinting at manifests soon. This could be a huge twist. We're going to talk about how Remy might be able to get redemption by saving Katie's life. Way before Deke Sharp Harrison Cohn started dating Remy, we first met the bad guy when he was introduced on Bold and the Beautiful as Electra Forrester's Lania Grace old friend from back home. We learned right away that Remy was creepily obsessed with Electra, and she had no idea. Back in their hometown, we found out Remy was there for Electra when somebody posted deep fake nudes of her all over the internet. Everybody at school saw them. She was humiliated. Turns out, Remy did it. He posted the deep fakes so he could be the hero to Electra. She just had to leave home. She ran off and landed in LA with a job offer from her Aunt Ivy Forrester Ashley Brewer to join her at Forrester Creations. And of course, her stalker Remy followed. He got a job and an apartment from Deacon Sharp Sean Cannon at Il Giardino. And then we saw Remy had tons of photos of Electra plastered all over the wall in his little apartment, serial killer style. She thought Remy was her real friend. But when she wound up at his place and saw the creepy obsession collage, obviously, Electra was horrified. Then, Remy just went psycho, stalking and chasing Electra. She ran out of the apartment, and Remy chased her through this whole warehouse-type obstacle course thing, yelling for her, scaring Electra. They went through a parking lot, and then Remy ended up chasing Electra all the way onto the roof of a building. That's when Will Spencer Crew Morrow finally caught up with them and confronted the guy. Electra and Remy were struggling at the edge of the roof. Electra was scared she was going to go over the handrail, and she broke free from Remy. Then Will and Remy struggled, and Will punched him. He ran off, but the cops grabbed Remy, and he was arrested. If you don't remember, there you go. Just caught you up. Electra wound up safe, Remy went to jail and he was off the canvas for a while, but obviously, the charges weren't that serious because he returned. Sheila Carter Kimberlin Brown had helped him out and got him a gig doing some repair work over at Bill Spencer's Don Diamond. And that's how he met with Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada. Then he was off the canvas again for a little while. Remy was back in another run-in with Luna at the gun range when she was practicing to shoot Steffi Forrester Jacqueline McInnes Woods so that she could clear the path to be with her dad, Finn Finnegan Tanner Novlin. We did notice at that time that Remy seemed to be less villainous, and he tried to discourage Luna from doing violence. So, it seemed already that Remy was less evil, that his muddy thoughts were clearing up, and obviously, this was part of a longer-ranging plan to redeem him. Then we saw him with Luna again, this time when she burst into Remy and Deke's apartment and peed on a pregnancy test in their bathroom. And that's when we found out Remy was dating Deke. Fans and Luna were all surprised to find out that out of nowhere, Remy is gay and living with his very handsome boyfriend, Deke. Remy tried to explain that he terrorized Electra because he was still in the closet struggling to come out and be his true self. Remy told Luna the closet is a scary place and his fear of coming out caused him to obsess over Electra. Clearly, it looks like Remy is on a path to redemption, but it's going to take a lot because Electra was absolutely horrified when she recently found out Remy is Deke's boyfriend that he keeps talking about in glowing terms. Plus, Ivy, Katie, and Will all freaked out when Deke brought Remy to work the other day. And of course, Deke was horrified to find out what Remy had done to Electra, whom Deacon Sharp considers a sweet girl and a work friend. Remy begged Electra to forgive him. But of course, she said no. And Will said no. The bottom line is, it's going to take something big, some kind of grand gesture for Remy to be truly redeemed. And it's hard to imagine what that could be, right? Brad Bell loves to recycle plots from the past. So he may be doing something similar with Remy that he did with Felony Flo Fulton Katrina Bowden, and it could tie back to Katie and her ongoing health issues. Lately, we've had mentions from Donna Logan, Jennifer Garise and Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang about Katie's past heart problems, and they worried that all the Luna drama would take a toll on Katie's health. So, I suspect Donna and Brooke were foreshadowing some health concerns for Katie. If so, it could be Remy who saves Katie's life by donating an organ. If you recall back in 2019, Felony Flo was the town pariah among the Forresters, Spencers, and Logans. That's because she helped Reese Buckingham, Wayne Brady, steal Hope Logan, Annika Noel and Liam Spencer's Scott Clifton baby girl, Beth Logan, now Jordan Lynn Ariza. Flo is the one who actually sold baby Beth to Steffi in a private adoption that Taylor Hayes, now Rebecca Budig, brokered with no idea it was Hope's baby. So Flo kept up the lie that Beth was dead. And once it all came out, it also came out as part of Flo's redemption arc that she was the daughter of Storm Logan William Devery. So, Brad Bell first tied Flo to a legacy character. And then he used a Katie medical crisis to redeem her. Now we've got Brad Bell tying Remy to a legacy character, a legacy offspring, Deke Sharp. And we may get a new Katie medical crisis that redeems Remy. If you recall, Katie was in kidney failure and Flo coughed up one of her kidneys for Katie. She was a match because her dad was her sibling. And that instantly redeemed her. Felony Flo even wound up with a job at Forrester Creations and Hope forgave her for stealing her baby. If Flo can be redeemed for something worse, I think Remy can be too. On the scale of sin, I think that stealing and selling a baby is worse than posting deep fake nudes. But both are horrible and creepy, and in Remy's case, really perverted and cruel. Katie's had a heart transplant and she's had a kidney transplant. And I did some research about long-term issues after organ transplants. One thing I see is that she may have liver damage. After an organ transplant, you have to take anti-rejection medication. And now with 2 organs transplanted, Katie may be taking higher doses. And that can really damage your liver. But Remy could donate part of his liver as a living donor. Like with bone marrow, it's a transplant that can be done from a donor who is alive and not dead. There's a complication that can come years after a heart transplant called Fontan-associated liver disease, FALD. Or Bold may just invent some medical malady like they often do. We could see Katie facing serious health problems and needing some sort of donation. There's been a whole lot of foreshadowing. So, if Remy were to donate something bone marrow, a chunk of his liver, something to save Katie's life, that would be a game changer. And then Will and Elektra and pretty much everybody would have to forgive Remy. It's hard to imagine what else could prove to Elektra that Remy has really changed. And they clearly plan to have him sticking around because he's with Deke, and that means they've got to redeem him.